Hey everyone, I'm Joe, and I'm an IT specialist here at Nagios. In today's video, we'll be going over how to remove an instance from a Nagios Log Server 2026 cluster. Nagios Log Server is intended to be a clustered application. There may be a few cases on when you need to remove an instance for a cluster. These may include upgrading the hardware of a server, moving the instance from one server to another, or a server has crashed and is otherwise unrecoverable. Let's dive right into today's video. Removing an instance from a cluster is a multi-step process which involves sending multiple commands to the OpenSearch database on one of the instances in the cluster. These steps include retrieving the instance allocation status, disabling shard allocation on the cluster, excluding the instance from shard allocation, re-enabling shard allocation on the cluster, monitoring the status of the reallocation, shutting down OpenSearch on the removed instance, and finally, removing the instance from the Nagios Log Server configuration. Let's begin with finding the credentials we will use in communicating with OpenSearch. These can be found in User, Local, Nagios Log Server, OpenSearch, Config, and then the OpenSearch config.php file. As we can tell, I'm using Nano just so I can get into the actual config file. The password is going to be after the config OpenSearch line, aka the only line that's in this config file. You will need this password for just about every single command that we will be running, so be sure to keep it handy. In a shell on one of your Nagios Log Server instances, execute the following command. You should receive a similar output shown on screen. These shards are evenly distributed across the two instances. In the next steps, we can use the node that you want to remove from the cluster. We can begin by disabling shard allocation across the cluster. Keep in mind that when shard allocation is disabled, Nagios Log Server will be unable to create any new indexes. We can use the following curl command. You should receive a response similar to mine, where we have it acknowledged and it's true. Next, we want to exclude the node we wish to remove from the shard allocation within the cluster. This command is similar to the previous command. Here we can see at the end of my command, I inputted the cluster instance that I want to remove. I want to get rid of cluster instance 2, so that is what I input into the command. You will again receive a response similar to the previous command, where we have acknowledged and true. Now for our next command, we can re-enable shard allocation on the cluster. We can use the same command that we used to disable shard allocation, but at the end, we can replace none with all. Once again, the command will be acknowledged similar to previous commands. As long as you see acknowledged and true, you know that it worked. At this point, Nagios Log Server will start moving data from the instance you're removing the cluster to the remaining instances of the cluster. Depending on the amount of data on the instance is how long it will take. After the reallocation is complete, the output will be blank, such as mine. If we rerun the initial allocation command from earlier, it will show that there is no data left on the instance that we are removing. If the instance is still accessible, stop the OpenSearch service on the instance you just removed by using the following command. Next, we can head into Nagios Log Server and remove the instance from there. When you're on the home page, click on the admin on the left side, Click on Instance Status. And here's where we can see the instances at the bottom of the page. We can see that Log Server -2 has no data. That is the instance that I just removed from this cluster. Click the delete icon on the right side of the instance to remove it from your cluster. The instance will now be deleted from your Nagios Log Server cluster. And that's all. Now you have all the information to remove your instance from your own Nagios Log Server cluster. For any additional information or support in general, visit support.nagios.com. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment for any more videos you'd like to see regarding Nagios products. As always, thanks for watching and keep on monitoring.